just choosing to relax with a cigar in my smoking jacket, which I put on specially for the occasion, because I'm going to make a phone call to Smokefree to have a further discussion about the issue of whether if it's 15 cigarettes that you smoke do in fact lead to mutations, and to discuss how many cigars one would need to smoke and how many ounces of tobacco would also lead to mutations, and also whether there's a certain amount of tobacco that you should chew, and whether if hypothetically when out and smoke leaves that would also lead to mutation, what sort of leaves would do it. So I'll make a phone call now, because it seems to me that we're being subjected to more and more nonsense, and in the end I believe personally that the length of time you live for is dependent on whether you have a positive attitude, which means an attitude that isn't infected with rubbish about mutations, or whether you have a negative attitude. And in the end, fate will decide when we go, and in the end, you know, it's better to have lived a full life, even if you live to be 50 or 27, which seems to be a popular age for rock stars to go, than it is to live to 90, having never enjoyed anything in your life, remained with a miserable, ugly, useless spouse in a terrible, boring job, having never taken a risk in your life. So, here we go.
Your call may be monitored or recorded for quality and training purposes. Hi, you're through to the NHS Smoking Helpline. How can I help you?
Hello. I'm calling you because I've actually just sitting down and smoking a cigar in my smoking room, and I've just had the television on, and there's an advertisement come on which actually is rather worrying, because it suggests that smoking 15 cigarettes or more, every 15 cigarettes there'll be a mutation taking place, which it will effectively lead to cancer. Now, I've never smoked cigarettes. I smoke Havana cigars, but I'm still concerned that there is a sort of implied direction towards you know, cigars as well. And I thought it would be helpful to give you a call and ask you, you know, how many cigars would lead to mutations, and indeed how much pipe tobacco would do so as well, because I also smoke pipe.
Okay, no problem. And so you've never given us a call before, no?
No, never.
No, okay. Is it okay if I take some details from you?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, what's your name, please?
The name is Holtom.
Is that your surname, yeah?
Yes, that's my surname.
That's your surname?
Yes.
And would you like to give us your address? It's up to yourself.
Yes. I'm quite happy to give you my address. It's North Brook Hall.
And what's your postcode, please?
My postcode is YO15. I can't remember the rest of it. I think it's WX3 or something.
Okay, no problem.
Okay. Do you want my first name?
Yeah, you can. You can leave your first name if you like. What's your first name?
Lord.
Yeah, so how long have you been smoking cigars for?
Well, I'm actually 92, so I've been smoking them since I was about 48.
Okay, so quite a long time then.
Well, quite a while, but I took them up later in life. You know, I was actually, you know, my family are fortunate enough to own some sugar plantations in Barbados, and I was out there for quite a number of years, you know, dealing with that, and I took up cigars at the age of 48 because they were so cheap. You know, Cuba was so near.
Okay, so how many cigars do you think you're having a day?
About 9.
About 9?
Yes, they're relatively small cigars. I smoke, generally speaking, things like Monte Cristo No. 2, which are quite small cigars relative to, say, Churchill cigars and that sort of thing.
Okay, so your questions about cigars, I'm not too sure myself, but
Right.
it's something that one of our specialist advisors would be.
Oh, okay, right.
So if I can just get you to hold the line.
Oh, thank you. That'd be very, very wonderful.
So
Thank you. Thank you so much. Excellent.
Just a moment.
Thank you. Bum, dee bum, dee bum, dee bum, dee bum, bum, dee bum, dee bum, 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 dee bum, 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 dee bum, bum. Splendid music, yes. Reminiscent of dodgy hotels in depths of the deep south of America, whilst one is smoking a cigar. Hello? Yes.
How can I help you?
Well, I was saying to your colleague that, I don't watch too much television, but I am just sitting down watching television in my smoking room in my house. I'm smoking a cigar which I must say I rather enjoy. But actually a rather alarming advertisement came on from yourselves that said that if you smoke 15 cigarettes, every 15 cigarettes you will develop mutations. Now, as I say, I smoke cigars, but obviously I'm a little concerned that, it may be implied that one also would experience mutations with cigars, and indeed a pipe which I also smoke. So I wondered if you could help me, assist me.
It is, it doesn't really, cigars and cigarettes, you still get the same kind of chemicals.
Do you? Well, what chemicals are those exactly?
Well, there's over 4,000 chemicals, toxic chemicals in tobacco.
Are they? What sort of chemicals are they?
You can, it ranges. It can be things like...
petrol or something like that, or?
Sorry?
Petrol? Is there any petrol in tobacco?
Yeah, there is.
There is petrol. Is that why they burn? Because of the petrol?
It's not because of the petrol,
Oh.
but that is a chemical that's used in it. Also formaldehyde.
Formaldehyde?
Yeah.
And what's formaldehyde used for? Isn't that for preserving bodies?
Yeah, embalming.
Is it? So in fact, I suppose, as I was saying to your colleague, my family owns sugar plantations in Barbados, so I was out there for quite a number of years. And, obviously one of the things that actually happens, in nearby islands to Barbados is zombies on places like Haiti, and I suppose they use formaldehyde to create zombies. Do they?
Okay, that's not something that...
You don't know about that? Okay. So what other chemicals would I find in tobacco?
It's got things like, things that are used as rocket fuel. It's also got...
Rocket fuel? So in fact, it fire you up quite nicely, really, to have a cigar, say, if it's rocket fuel.
Well, it might assist in the burning, I'm not sure.
In the burning. Well, what else would they have, particularly?
What else is
Well, what other chemicals would be in tobacco, for example?
There's also acetone, which is kind of is also used as a nail polish remover.
Okay, so you could so acetone. What else?
Ammonia.
Ammonia.
Yeah.
My mother used to always like to clean the floor with scrubs ammonia, and it was very good for it, I must say.
Yeah, exactly.
Very good. Yes. Anything else?
Carbon monoxide.
Carbon monoxide. Good gracious me. So in fact, if you smoke too many cigars, hypothetically, in a small space, would that mean that effectively it worked quite a good way to suicide? Because the carbon monoxide is quite popular for that, isn't it?
It's not something we would recommend, but
you wouldn't.
Carbon monoxide can be extremely harmful.
Okay. Anything else that would be in there that might contribute to mutations?
Hydrogen cyanide.
Good gracious me. What, they're used in the gas chambers?
Yeah, exactly.
Good Lord. So in fact, if every time you smoke a cigar or a cigarette, you're slightly gassing yourself as if you were in a gas chamber. Is that right?
So, I guess so.
Okay. And what sort of quantities of these extremely poisonous chemicals are to be found?
What was that, sorry?
What sort of quantities of these extremely poisonous chemicals have we found?
We don't actually have information on quantities.
You don't. So just let me get this straight. They're putting an advertisement on the television, warning the whole population, including me, that I might develop mutations, based on not supplying you with information about the tiny amounts of these chemicals that may be involved in it. I mean, did you know, for example, that if you eat a peach, there's a certain amount of hydrogen cyanide in that as well?
Right, okay.
Yeah, and almonds contain potassium cyanide. Very small doses, homeopathic doses. You know, homeopathic doses of it, but still potassium cyanide. If you ate quite a few apricots, you'd actually die of cyanide poisoning.
Right.
But in a way, it's a bit like those sort of things that you say, where if you happen to eat McDonald's every day of the week and fill yourself up, they might kill you. You know what I mean? I can't help feeling that this is a bit overblown, all this, really. I mean, I know many friends of mine, I'm 92, I know many friends of mine that have lived to an extraordinary ripe old age, whilst puffing cigars, really, when you enter their house, it really feels like you are entering a gas chamber. And they've lived to a ripe old age. I'm sure many people do, and I have known quite a few people who have died of, lung cancer who don't actually smoke at all. And I wonder how that can be if they didn't smoke, yet they experienced mutations. You see my point?
Well, there's obviously other factors
Yes.
that are involved.
Obviously are, yes.
We don't have figures on this helpline.
Well, okay, well, I mean, it's been interesting to talk to you. I don't know whether I would say it was particularly helpful, but interesting to talk to you. Thank you so very, very much. I'm delighted the NHS are helping us in this way. This is excellent news. Thank you. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Walking down the street, I heard a voice. It said, stand up to be counted, and you will rejoice. Looking all around, I saw it was the shit. So I started down my road, little by little bit. Strangled by the rules, we fear to speak our mind, and perish the evil thought of being unkind. Live and let live. Live and let live. Live and let live. Sitting in next shit mobile phone. But learning how to speak is another customer. For we all have become so sad, and we behave like we are all mad. Live and let live, live and let live, live and let live. I went for the drive so I could feel alive, but all I could see for my